Dragon Age. The Veilguard's first patch slips in some Mass Effect armor as an N7-day treat. BioWare released the first Dragon Age, the Veilguard patch after the game's launch on October 31st. In a message shared on social media, BioWare wrote, "November 7th has arrived once again, and as always, we're grateful for the opportunity to celebrate all things Mass Effect. This year is a little different, as we just launched Dragon Age, the Veilguard as a studio, so we're purposefully keeping things lighter as we celebrate the launch of the game. Although we're a little quieter this year, we couldn't be more excited for what's to come." Perhaps the most exciting part of the patch, then, is the inclusion of the aforementioned Mass Effect-inspired armor, a surprisingly dashing blend of practical chest plate, dinner jacket overcoat, and N7 helmet that can be acquired via a new chest in the Lighthouse, and which you can see at the top of the page. This, of course, has been released to commemorate the return of BioWare's annual N7 Day, celebrations that have also seen a Mass Effect TV show officially announced, plus returning collaborations with No Man's Sky and Destiny 2. The patch, around 1 GB in size, is largely focused on a variety of bug fixes. Fixed an issue where DLSS options could end up grayed out on a 40 series NVIDIA GPU. Eliminated the cause of a small number of crashes. Updated CSS version to 1.3.1. Fixed an issue where some customizations were not applied to the Inquisitor correctly. Fixed a bug that caused companion skill points to reset. Adjusted companion approval notifications so they remain on-screen longer as scenes end. Harding now has arrows in her quiver and is ready for battle. Global banter should no longer start too early. Harding and Tosh banter no longer repeats indefinitely. Fixed potential issues that could occur if a player fast-traveled during quest. Changing your party members on the way to certain quests no longer breaks the camera for in-world missions. Updated a number of assets to improve visual performance over long distances. Fixed several distance pop-ins on level art assets. Added collision to several assets that were missing it. Fixed a minor texture issue with codex art. Added haptics to a number of interactions and events. Fixed lip sync in some ambient scenes. Adjusted audio balance on several Dragon Age, the Veilguard assets. Changing equipment no longer disables helmet voice processing. Fixed several objective markers that were spawning improperly. Cleaned up certain interactions between skills that caused them to not behave as described. Apparitions generated by Iron Veil will now attack. Entropic spheres now behave properly on vertical surfaces. Fixed a bug where taunt would sometimes be cleared early, which caused enemies to ignore it. Fixed a rare issue where rogues would not hold their bow while aiming down sights. Made the detailed stats screen more readable. Balance changes made to certain fights to match design intent. Balance adjustments made to several player skills. Fixed leashing exploits on major encounters. The Rage Demon's Ring of Fire should now be appropriately dodgeable in all situations. Slow down the speedy Raven and Hosberg. Adjusted creepy corpse movement while they moved on/off camera. The Dalish elf in the Unwanted Guests quest is now an actual elf. Fixed a rare blocking issue in the Sea of Blood quest. Hala should no longer float during the In Entropy's Grass quest. Fixed a blocking issue in the Pinnacle of Its Kind quest. Adjusted timing on epilogue text cards. NPC necks no longer grow unexpectedly. Corrected instances where Dragon Age, the Veilguard NPCs would not properly look at each other or at Rook. Long hair should now properly mesh with certain armor. Fixed several issues with makeup in character creation. Venatori crystal VFX should now disappear properly. Added scroll will support to the cell screen. Opening the journal while on the map no longer causes it to continue scrolling. Moreover, BioWare also added a Mass Effect-themed cosmetic armor to Dragon Age, the Veilguard, which is entirely appropriate since the patch dropped on N7 Day.